Do I do my videos with my face too close to the screen? Maybe I should do this, but I look like I've got a little pinhead. Greetings all, Alex here, having a little casual sit by the roadside here in Tbilisi, doing my thing, writing my notes, getting all excited after a bit of caffeine and a bit of a gym session. And one of the ideas that came to mind that just sort of shone at me with total crystal clarity and made total sense, and it's one of these ideas that I have failed to share with you in my many videos, and I'm keen to get this across to you guys, and that's the concept of non-negotiables. It sounds like a food for cats. No, it's not food for cats. It's something that we want to bring into our weeks that go above and beyond any other priority. And often we hear from business gurus and time management gurus that we need to focus on our priorities. Absolutely right. Focus on the 80-20 rule. Absolutely correct. Focus on the 80% of activities that we should be spending our time with that bring us 20% of the results. Absolutely spot on, correct. But there's another piece of the puzzle that many of us forget, that we want to lay down before we've even gotten our teeth into the 80-20 rule. And it kind of is part of it. I don't know how you would think of this in terms of the structure of what comes first, but just focus on not forgetting the non-negotiable stuff. So when it comes down to planning your week in advance, you want to get yourself into a position of control. You don't want to be at the whim of everything that's flying towards you, and not everything is about prioritizing based on work alone. You want to make sure that you are in a position to design your own lifestyle and your own life, and you want to structure your setup and your timetable in such a way that everything gets included. You want to have that abundant mindset that encapsulates everything that is worth focusing on in your life. So don't be dragged along through life by all the necessities and the 80-20s and the priorities of work alone. Focus on, make sure that you're including those non-negotiable activities that are within work, are within career, but also go beyond career. So when you sit down to plan your week this week, which I hope you'll do, think about all those things that absolutely must happen. Given the fact that you are now in a position of authority on your life, you are your CEO of the company of your life, and you are allowed the luxury of choosing and understanding and knowing that you can decide on those things that absolutely must get done. And those things don't have to be fun things only. It can be things that are going to challenge you and stretch you. So it could be things like, I want with a guaranteed fail-safe, no way out of it, day off each week where I can go on an adventure, I can go on a hike, I can go camping. It has to happen. Some kind of recreational day that's completely free for you to do all that recreational outdoor stuff. And if you're someone like me, you can get completely sucked into the world of work and the 10x world, and feeling pushed to take advantage of every spare minute, to be productive and to work, and become a millionaire quicker than everyone else and leapfrog over everyone else. But don't forget that perhaps leaving out those recreational moments, those opportunities to let your brain deflate in a different environment, could be extremely powerful for your progression. So perhaps one of your non-negotiables, your absolutely must happen without fail pieces of your week and your plan, could be to allow yourself a half day or a full day adventure somewhere with friends, or a hike or a bit of camping, something like that. You might also have these are all going to be examples, because it's totally down to you how you want to structure your week and what kind of non-negotiable, non-avoidable, no excuses for avoiding these things. So it could be 2 hours spent every Friday morning on a outstanding project. I mentioned in another video that we should all spend some time, even if it's a few minutes a week, on some kind of a project that is going to put or get you to put all of your energy and your focus on and creating something amazing, something outstanding, whether it be a book or a project. I mentioned this guy who created this incredible Godzilla outfit, which was his, what I call, beacon project. A beacon project is something that shines so that people from far and away see the light of your project and they come to you and they are drawn to you. So that could be another non-negotiable. Other non-negotiables could be your morning routine every morning, involving a very strict sequence of activities and events that start your day fresh. This morning routine stuff isn't just stuff people come up with to fill your head with nonsense. People mention these things and they talk about these things because they work, they're important. If you want to start the day, or if you want to have a successful day and ensure that more days than not you are in a good frame, you get more done, you're feeling good, you want to start that day off successfully, and you can almost ensure that through a rigid and enlivening and an uplifting morning routine. So that could be a non-negotiable. Every morning you get up 6 o'clock, bit of exercise, bit of reflection, bit of learning, make sure that gets done. And you build that into your weekly plan. You build all of these things into your weekly plan, and you make sure that they happen before anything else happens. So you're working your way around the non-negotiables as a priority. And this is something I talk to my clients about. It's an absolutely crucial aspect of everyone's lives that so many of us forget. We allow life to choose things for us. We allow our spouses, other people, to dictate how our life should look. Put yourself in the driver's seat. Be the designer of your own life. Be the CEO. Be the author of your own life. And that starts with creating the structure for your book. And the structure is the non-negotiable elements to your week. What else could be non-negotiable? It could be working on certain habits for an hour a day at a certain time. It could be writing 1,000 words every day between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. or 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Have fun here, because you have the power to choose what things must happen in your week. And this is where you can really gain some ground, because when you have a non-negotiable, suddenly when the time comes for that non-negotiable thing to be enacted, you can't question it. It's like, okay, this is happening. I made a commitment, I made an agreement with myself, a firm agreement, I wrote it down in paper, I put the contract on my wall, and I said, I'm doing this. Every Sunday, no matter how creative I'm feeling and in the mood to do a painting or something else, I'm going on this adventure. I'm gonna book in advance to get, hitchhike a truck here in Georgia and go to the mountains. And I'm going to allow myself that luxury, and I'm going to, in my commitment to doing it, understand that actually these kinds of things is going to contribute to my business as well. It's going to create abundance. It's not about balance, it's about firing on all cylinders in all avenues and allowing yourself to explore those avenues, and in doing so becoming a much more expanded version of yourself. I hate that word version, it's overused, but you know what I mean. Non-negotiables, make sure that they're built into your week before anything else, otherwise you will have the week control you. Don't be weak by having the week control you. Be strong by controlling your week through identifying those things that absolutely must happen and building them into your calendar. Write them into the calendar. What is a non-negotiable for you? Morning routine, days off, half days off, hours scheduled in for learning, for entertainment, for relaxation, for massage, for catching up with friends, for going out, for stretching yourself, for exercise, for going to the beach, for time off with your kids. When do those things happen? Be clear. Give yourself the luxury of organizing and designing your life as you like it. Everything else will follow. Good luck. Greetings from from me on a lovely day, and tune in for further videos. Much love.